So I went to the movie theater yesterday in quite a long time. I hadn't been there in quite some bit, actually. And I watched the Backrooms movie, actually. It was quite interesting. I really liked it, honestly. If I had to give it a rating, I'd probably give it a maybe like a an 8 or 9 out of 10. I'd say in this world of bullshit and jelly beans, of movie theaters and movies that are quite shit. Let's just not sugarcoat it. This one was a really good breath English, please. Breath of fresh air. And so it made me ponder a little bit because there were quite a few themes in the movie and surrounding the movie that I thought would be quite good to talk about here. Because, as you all might or might not know, the creator of the movie, Kane Parsons, is actually super young. He's younger than me. He's 20 years old, right? And so I found that extremely inspiring because not only did the movie get created with such creative artist in the background, in the background of the Backrooms, just creating it and putting it together. Like, there was a lot of creative, thinking and processes that went into making this movie, and which is funny as shit because they didn't spend as much advertising budget as all of the other big AAA or AA or whatever movies that are coming out at the same time. Like, I think there's the Mario, Super Mario, whatever movie. There's the Mortal Kombat movie. There's Toy Story. There's whatever the fuck sucks basically on the side. And so this was the most anticipated movie in a long time. And that said, without as much marketing as all of the other ones, which was quite funny. So, as you might be able to tell, more marketing doesn't necessarily mean better movie. The whole premise is creativity is always going to trump more marketing, because creativity is what people are attracted to. So what I wanted to talk about in this video is not only that you should start getting more creative in your own life with not only the things you do, the dreams you aspire to achieve, the goals, the objectives, but also the inspirational path that Kane Parsons has set forward for the world to see. Because if people watch the Backrooms and they're like, who created a movie? And they look it up and they're like, wait a minute, this guy's only 20? What the fuck? And so it's a great singular moment for you to take some time and to be like, wait. This guy's 20 and he's already created this movie that is going to make millions of dollars in cinema without half as much, not even half of the marketing budget for these other massive movies that are going on at the moment. So I think that sets the path forward for something truly inspirational for the next generation. Not only, and it doesn't really matter if you're part of the next generation, if you're less than 20 years old or if you're older, like myself, like I'm 23 going on 24, and anybody that is around the ages of 20 to 40, I think, can still sit down and build something and be of value and provide value to society, no matter what. Because you're still in your prime time of functioning brain years. Let's just say that. And so, especially if you're around your 20s, you should be able to get many more things done than you could maybe in your late 40s in that case. which I understand. That's fair enough. Because when you're young, you have that drive, you have that passion, you want to get stuff done, you want to actually work harder, you want to go do more things, right? And so I thought it was a great time to talk about that. So, if you're in your 20s or your 30s, it doesn't really matter. If you're younger than that, to be perfectly honest with you, I think you should take some time. This is the perfect time. Start today. Start today. Map out on a piece of paper, what do you want? What do you want to have? What do you want your life to be like? What do you want your future to be like? What do you want to create? What do you want to build? What kind of people do you want to help or provide value to? What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to create? Come up with that first. This is what I say every single time somebody says like, oh yeah, you're very inspirational to be around, everything. Do you have some advice? The first piece of advice I always give is take a piece of paper, take a pen, no distractions, sit yourself in a room with a desk or like somewhere like a table and a chair, and just write down on that piece of paper, what do you want? Be as detailed and as specific as you can. Not like the Backrooms. Don't misremember shit, alright? The whole point is for you to come up with something that is from you. Maybe you want to become the #1 Olympic athlete in swimming. Maybe you want to become the #1 Olympic athlete in, I don't know, javelin throwing. I don't know. It could be something related to sports. It could be becoming the next chess grandmaster. It could be something completely different. Maybe you want to climb Mount Everest. Maybe you want to create a legacy and build a family of like 50 people. You want to have like 20 to 50 kids. I don't know. In that case, you need to start building your financial wealth so that you can support all of these kids. That's what I'm talking about. And it can literally be like anything you want. I'll give you a little bit of an example. When I started, and this will change, right? The more you look into it, the more you do it, the more you practice this exercise of sitting down in a room, writing everything down on paper, the more you will come to the conclusion of what do you want and start refining it more and more as you progress forward. And so what ends up happening is, the example I'll give is when I was a kid 4 years ago. I did this exercise, and if I pull out my list, it looks nothing like it is today. It's quite funny. The list I had roughly 4 years ago was get financially rich, have multiple wives, I think it was, which was just fucking funny as shit at the time. Have a six-pack, make like $3 to $5 million a month or something like that, and then have a Lamborghini. That was pretty much it 4 years ago. And now I've reworked that so many times over and over and over and over again that now it's so much more detailed and so much more refined. Like, the list has gotten bigger, but has also gotten more specific. That's the most important part. The more specific you are with something, the more you will want to have it. Because at the end of the day, if you can visualize it in your brain, it's much easier to see it. Because your brain doesn't really make the distinction between imagining something and seeing it for real. It's very overlapping, right? And so you can use this to your advantage in order to give yourself a little boost of emotional dissatisfaction. Because you imagine this thing, and then you open your eyes and you're like, oh, actually I don't have it. I need to go back there. I need to go get that feeling. And then you start chasing as it's like kind of taking drugs. When you take drugs, I do not recommend taking drugs. It's fucking stupid. It's retarded. Every single time I hear this, every single time you take drugs for the first time, some kind of hardcore drug, like heroin or meth or something like that, usually what happens in your brain is it rewires a couple pathways in your brain and says, oh, we need more, we need more, we need more, we need more. And so you need to do the same thing, because you're looking for that first high that you've got the first time, which you will never be able to obtain ever again, because you've rewired your pathways in your brain, and that's never going to happen ever again because it's already done. So every single time, they call it chasing the dragon, I think they call it. And so you need to do the same thing. You need to apply the same concept to chasing your dreams and your goals and your objectives, if you care more about that than your own immediate source of comfort. All right? I used to be stuck in this loop of scrolling on my phone and playing video games all day, and that's pretty much fucking it, bro. I would fucking do nothing of importance. And one day I decided, you know what, I'm fucking sick and tired of this shit. I used to look at myself in the mirror, be like this super overweight, fat, ugly dude, and I was like, you know what, I'm actually missing out on seeing what I'm actually truly capable of. I'm missing out on my potential. I have all of these people in my ear that are telling me, what the fuck are you doing, bro? It is a shame that a young man is not able to see what his body is actually capable of at such a young age. I think it was one of the philosophers, one of the Greek philosophers who said that. I don't remember if it was Socrates or another one of those. Don't remember exactly. Look it up if you want. But regardless, the whole point of me making this video is to give you a little bit of fucking inspiration so that you can be like, okay, you know what he's saying actually makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna go do that. And so the only actionable take I want you to take from this video is to sit down 30 minutes, 1 hour max, unless you want to do more, then I'd go ahead. Sit down in a room, no distractions, nobody around you, pen, paper, and then just start writing. Start writing. What do you want? Start writing what do you want, what that's going to feel like, how that's going to look like, what are people going to think about you, what are your relationships going to be, what is your lifestyle going to look like, everything. Just be as detailed as you can so that you can create a mini movie, a detailed picture, and use AI if you want. Use ChatGPT, use fucking Grok, I don't care. Just use whatever tools you want to refine this as much as you can so that you feel every single time you look at that document, you're like, yes. And you have an undeniable smile on your face every single time you look at it. You're like, you know what? That's what I'm fucking working towards. And I'm gonna fucking shit like I'm gonna crush it today. Fuck it, bro. What is the worst that can happen? It is better to take risks and to die trying rather than live as a slave for the rest of your fucking life, alright? That's what I truly believe. So, I truly think that Kane Parsons from the Backrooms truly set the standard that is going to revolutionize most of how young people see things today, which is great. It's actually a great thing. And not only did he do such an amazing job at such a young age, but he also is going to be setting it forward for everybody else. Everybody else, I remember 4 years ago, I used to be in the 3D animation, graphics design, video gamey type movie stuff, VFX stuff, studying that. And that's exactly how Kane Parsons created his fucking movie. Started with that, created some shorts, created some small YouTube videos, posted them online, millions of views, boom! And so, if you take advantage of your skills And I know that people in that environment are going to take inspiration from him because he is such a massive, inspirational, creative artist in that space. It is going to set the standard, the industry standard, and is going to change it. Not only is it going to change the movies coming out, because like for instance, I went to watch as well the Iron Lung movie from Markiplier. It was actually pretty fucking good. And the other one, Backrooms, proves that you don't need a massive film company to create a good movie. You just need the perfect creativity assets in the same room working to solve the problems in order to put the movie out there for the world to see. It's very simple. And so I truly believe if you want, you can do anything you set your mind to. I truly think that Kane Parsons did not think in a million fucking years that he would be working with a studio like A24 Pictures. No sir. He was just doing his own YouTube videos and his own stuff on his channel, and then one day, boom, big fucking deal dropped on his fucking lap, and he was like, whoa, hell yeah, I want the budget to make my movie, let's fucking go. And so you need to be willing to take creative risks, not only in your own life, but in the things you do, in order to actually achieve what it is you set out to achieve. You can watch a few interviews of Kane Parsons, and you can see that he's not as developed as anybody else. He kind of feels autistic like Elon Musk when you actually look at him, you actually listen to him, and that makes perfect sense. Complete sense. Because you need to take risks and sacrifice a few things if you actually are obsessed in achieving a set goal or a set objective or a set something. Because you can do anything you set your mind to. If one human has done it, you can too. It's very simple. It's like a rule now. It's like a rule of causality. If you do this, if this person does this, then you can too. Very simple. So it's going to be a little bit of a shorter video today. I appreciate every single one of you guys watching up to the end. As per always, I didn't really go in depth as to look at the Backrooms movie itself, which was still pretty good. Like, I liked the acting was pretty good. It was like there was a few things that maybe could have been done a little bit better, I think, in my perspective, but honestly it was pretty good. Yeah, so nothing really to say. Pretty good movie overall, but the most thing that I want you guys to note down out of it is that Kane Parsons is only 20 years old, and he managed to pull this off. So this is an extremely good example of what can be done. All right, and you need to not only be more creative, which is going to mean failing many times over. Instead of doing it 4 times and winning once, you need to do it 100 times in order to win 5 times. You'll get the experience, you'll get better over time, and you will succeed no matter what if you set your mind to it. So I believe in you. I believe in everybody who believes in themselves. So with that said, like, comment, subscribe. If you appreciated the video, let me know in the comments. If you have a different topic you would like me to talk about, chuck that in there. If you want me to talk about something else, chuck that in there. If you want to have a chat, just fucking boom, comment. I don't care. Happy to have a conversation. It's a beautiful day. Time to get back to work. And I will see you in the next one as I post every single day. See ya.